Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a book review on The Last She by H.J. Nelson. This is an apocalyptic romance. This kind of apocalypse doesn't have anything to do with zombies. It has to do more with a virus spreading and killing people. Our main female lead is Ara. She's 19 years old. She has survived the apocalypse so far. This deadly virus kills basically all women. To Ara's knowledge, it's been 3 years since the virus has started to spread. She has yet to see any other women since then. It's only been her and her dad until very recently they got separated. And her dad told her to go back to the beginning, which means go back home, because her mother had died and her sister had gotten sick. And when her sister had gotten sick, they decided to leave the house, her and her father and like their dog. So stuff happens and she gets separated from her father, and now she is traveling back home to hopefully reunite with her dad. On her way there, she ends up running into our main male lead, who is Caden. He is a couple years older than her. He is a really nice guy, and they don't meet on the best of terms. He basically holds her hostage to take back to his clan leader, who is Gabriel. She, of course, wants to run away. Doesn't happen. When they get there, Gabriel is basically like, you're the only woman. You're the hope for humanity and for mankind to continue on. So, like, you have to stay with us, but we'll treat you really, really nicely. And I will say, going into it, I was like, she's gonna get raped. Like, there's no way. These dudes haven't seen any females for like 3 years. There's gotta be like one dude out there who's gonna be like just this complete dirtbag and try to rape her. Nobody did. I was legitimately surprised. But like, everybody in this clan is like super nice and super thoughtful, like big brothers, dad figures, grandpas. Like, they all just want to like legitimately take care of her and keep her safe. They view her as like this super precious person, because she's the last female. She gains the clan's trust enough to go out on a mission. When she goes out on this mission with Caden, Gabriel, who's the leader, Sam, who is Sam is Caden's younger brother, and Isaac, who is an older male friend to Caden. When they go out, Ara takes the opportunity that she sees and she bails, which she never planned on staying. And I will say, for Ara as a character, she holds very true to being like, I have to go home. I have to reunite with my dad. Like, even when she starts getting feelings for Caden, she's like, no, like, my mission, my goal is to make it back home to see if I can find my father and reunite with my family. Like, that's not going to change. Caden, like, you get to read his point of view too. And Caden definitely has a lot of feelings like, I should just take Ara and take some of the horses and just go wherever she needs to go. We should just leave the clan. You know, I'll take my brother with me. I'll take Isaac with me. Because Caden and Gabriel's in charge, but a lot of people respect Caden, and there's almost like a little tiny bit of like a power struggle. Like, Caden could definitely take over if he wanted to. He just doesn't want to. Gabriel knows that, so there's some tension there. Gabriel also wants to be with Ara, naturally, you know. So there's like a love triangle there, but Ara never gives Gabriel any kind of impression that she wants to be with him. So whether or not Ara makes it back home, whether she escapes and doesn't get caught, you know, I'll leave that to you as the reader to hopefully get to one day if you decide to read the story. I will say that I definitely liked it a lot, and that it was well written, and that I really enjoyed it. It was kind of nice reading an apocalyptic book or story that didn't have to deal with zombies. There are mutated animals that they don't necessarily attack people per se, but the way it's described is that the virus not only affects humans, but it affects animals as well. Like all the horses they have, it doesn't affect, but it affects bears and deer. So it talks about like a deer that is infected, and you can tell by white eyes, and like the eyes will start bleeding. So that's one of the precursors or one of the symptoms for a human that's infected or for an animal that's infected, and basically like they need to be put down. I really enjoyed listening to this book. It is on Audible for free right now. It was well written. I really like both of the main characters. I like how Ara is really steadfast. I will say that I know some people, like other reviews, made comments about how she's really ungrateful and she's bratty when she gets taken hostage, and how she isn't very nice to those people, even though they're really nice to her. And I will say, like, she was taken hostage. Like, I can understand why she would be mean and bratty, because it's like, I'm my own individual person. Like, I should be free to leave if I want to leave, but you're keeping me here just because I'm the last female around. So I kind of understand why she has that attitude. And legitimately, I'm super surprised that the author kept her so true to her personality that she didn't really waver. Because in most books, I think the female lead, like the author would write them that the female lead would waver and would cave and just kind of would like assimilate and just go along with, you know, whoever was in charge. So I'm super surprised that the author kept her as strong as she did and like didn't waver basically at all. There are some fight scenes, battle scenes in here, nothing super big, nothing super crazy, but it does keep the intensity for me going throughout most of the story. So there's not really any dull points in the book, because it keeps going, like something keeps happening. Like she might be at the compound, but then she, you know, then they go on a mission to escape, and there's, you know, crazy scientists and giant gangs of raiders who are killing people in the streets and like setting buildings on fire. And I should say that there is an it's not rape, but it's an attempt of rape scene in the story. So if that's going to be like an absolute trigger for you, then, you know, you don't want to read it. But there's only, like I said, she doesn't actually get raped. It's just an attempt. But I want to throw that out there just in case, you know, just for somebody. But I really liked it. I would recommend it. I appreciate you guys watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. Also, I am reading the second book in the series, which is called The Last City. So hopefully I will finish that within like the next week or two and be able to do a review on that. But anyway, thanks guys.